Welcome. This is David Boles, Human Meme. Today's topic, fake news and the Baldfaced confession. As we slowly and painfully learn that our trusted delivery memes, the mainstream news, Twitter, Facebook, and other social media miseries, are all absolutely corrupted and contorted by the false and by the real accusation that nothing is honest any longer, and that everything is false, and nothing is anything but fake, and that we are all lost in a nihilistic existence that cannot be easily rectified or redeemed or recommended. And in that infantile annihilation of the truth and of fact and of reality and of morality, and in the midst of it all intentionally being done against us, merely to satisfy a brutish cruelty that passes today as political leadership, we find ourselves lost and adrift. And my friend, so where do we the undeterred brethren, turn to know what is real and what is right in the world when we are surrounded by these scoundrels and their lies, and by indelicate ostracizers? Well, verification is everything, but verification takes time and thought and dedication and some training. And we cannot seek out angles of righteousness that only confirm the ritual of our own self-absorbed truths, because that would be confirmation bias, and we must seek out the verification of truth, even if it leads us into personal dismay and into the relative ether of a wholesome nothingness. Definition and verification is the center of factual revelation. We may have several forms of attack that all end in the same centering truth. And so we must remember that when someone screams that reality is fake, and that truth is fake, and that proper news gathering techniques that have been proven for lifetimes are all fake, we must begin to ask why there is such a hardcore effort to relabel and reimagine the truth of fact. What is to be gained by those who claim everything we have come to know and trust and understand is really all, according to them, fake in the end? I am reminded of the gentle warning from my good friend Lieutenant Joe Kenda, who solved about 400 murders in Colorado Springs, Colorado, as a homicide detective. Joe Kenda, now a famous true crime television detective on the Discovery Channel, warns us in his show that when he begins to interview suspects in a murder, the first person who says, without a question being asked, "Well, I didn't kill her," is precisely where he begins his homicide investigation. Because that admission that, "Well, I didn't kill her," that is expressed without provocation or questioning, is more revealing of true intention than the conditional lie. Why, Lieutenant Kenda asks, confess or deny something that had yet to even be asked. Unless you're trying to weakly point the finger of guilt away from you. Now, if we apply this Kenda effect to those who are screaming about fake news, then we begin to understand the redirect happening right in front of our faces. The fake news screamer is confessing with admission that what is being called fake news is in fact the most damning reality of truth, verified by fact. Why does someone scream so loudly against righteousness and reality? And the answer is because that person is guilty. Well, I didn't kill her. That's fake news. Fake news? Well, I didn't kill her. Fake news. Right. The lie deceives the teller, but never the truth. And so we must retune our trust and our ear and our eyes for the lie in the siren. Don't look there. Look over here. Fake news isn't here, it's over there. Way over there, where I left her body. Well, I didn't kill her. Fake news. Fake murder. And hey, you killed her, Mr. Homicide Hunter Lieutenant Joe Kenda, because you're looking at me about her. So you are the fake, not me, because your job, Lieutenant Kenda, is to fake out the truth. Now, if we dare to extend the Kenda argument to those who self-proclaim, without even asking them a question, that they are a good person, then we begin to see new and interesting results. As we've previously discussed here in this Human Meme podcast, the self-proclaimed good person is really the ugly person, the fake person, the murdering person. The self-proclaiming good person is the one who tricks you with their self-verifying honesty and trustworthiness when they are not any of that at all. A truthful good person has no need to self-proclaim their goodness because the good person proves their goodness every single day with acts of kindness and sharing insights of wisdom. And there's no price set for the goodness. There's no catch attached to the silent duty to serve righteousness, other than because being good is simply the right and honest and moral thing to do without pretense or reservation. And so, dear friend, if someone tells you something and then quickly says, "I'm not lying," when no one has accused them of lying, please know they are lying. The truth eludes them. They are self-proclaiming their own fake news publication against their own best interests. And here's an insider tip for liars. Do not admit what your inner voices are telling you. Stay quiet and calm, and let others define you as they willfully wish, based on how you interact with them. And always remember, fake news is the real news. The real killer claims they are not. The good person is evil. Only the righteous are silent. Only the good are humble. Only the real are bathed in truth. Only the fact reveals the lie. Only the moral leave no doubt. Thank you for listening. Be a human meme.